From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing better now. Let's get started because apparently I'm a hot topic. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. I missed you too. Look, honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I hit the block today. I didn't know whether you would wait for me, whether you would understand. I had no idea what to expect. Thank you so much for waiting for us. Thank you. But you know, I'm not exactly a hypochondriac, but I might be a hyper. You know what I mean? You know, all this time you've been watching this show, you know I love doctors, I respect the medical community, I also love homeopathic medicines. I'm always up in my doctor's faces like, what's this? Ow. You know? So what happened was, we were supposed to only be off for 2 weeks for Christmas vacation. And towards the end of the 2 weeks, I started to feel thyroidish. Well, they're still adjusting my meds, and if you don't know about thyroid disease, it's a lifetime thing, and they're always adjusting and always doing stuff, and it can really screw you over. And so they're adjusting my thyroid meds, and then the eyeballs attached to the thyroid, which is my Graves' disease. And then, you know, I always have the equilibrium thing with my vertigo and a million other things. And I'm the kind of patient, if I cough, I'm thinking I'm dying. I know I've gotten to that point. I love the doc. I can't even tell you how many doctors I have, but I want to shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. They push me in there. I get the MRIs, and then I get the CAT scans, and then they get me running on the treadmill, and they're doing my blood pressure at the same time as my phone is calling with people from the show, you know, calling and asking me stuff. I'm like, my blood pressure's not high. Wow. And then the salt levels, and you know, I'm 54, and not for nothing, even though you feel 25, honey, you know. You're still your age on the inside. So I have a plethora of doctors, my medical team, and I'm happy to tell you that I am doing swell. And then, you know, it's not a deal, it's not a big thing for, you know, Kevin to come with me to doctor's appointments. We all go to each. Do you go to the doctors with your family? Yeah. Like, I go. It's not, you know, because of the panic mode. You just go because you go. It's, you know, you want to know. Because sometimes a family member will hide something from you, and you need to know. You know, so I'm the type, you know, I will go in the room with the doctor when Kevin are in the other room to one of their doctors and say, okay, what's the real deal? You know, and they'll tell. So, you know, so we're spending time as a family, the Hunters, you know, I'm Wendy Hunter. We're spending time as a family, and I just wanted to take some time for myself. Now, you know, I am my own best friend. You know that, I've told you that forever. But Outside, yeah, when you get into yourself, you're your own best friend. And so I'm at home, and I'm taking my thyroid meds, and I'm meditating. Oh, believe me you. Believe me you. I'm going to the gym 7 days a week for 2 hours a day. Believe me you. I don't know how this outfit is reading on TV, but mother has not gained a pound. But you have to take care of yourself. And one of the things that really does suck about our country is that we don't have proper medical care. And I know that many people watching, many people in the audience, I know you don't have to raise your hands for it or clap, but I know many of you, even if you have health insurance, you don't go to the doctors. And if you do, if you don't have health insurance, I'm sorry, you have no doctor to go to, but why don't you go to like Ambicare? Those people in the emergency area, they're nice. It's not all gunshots and stuff. Sometimes you go there and you act polite, treat people with kindness, bring a bunch of magazines so you're not cutting lines and everything. And before you know it, you're like a regular customer at the Ambicare until our country gets it right where everybody gets adequate health care. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? And that young Kevin, he really doesn't care about much of anything. Ma, are you okay? Good. Now, what about me? You know, jerks at 18. So I was doing that and just like taking care. I always say this to you, so this should not be new. Take care of yourselves. And I'm sorry it took me almost 40 or 50 days. I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's not gonna happen anymore, and I feel good. I feel good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, more going on. So Jussie Smollett. Well, you know, it's the story that won't stop. Jussie, friend to the show, you'll remember right before all this happened, he was a friend to our show. He came on our show, he talked so nice on the couch, he was all cute and regular with his sexuality. You know, he's out of the closet and cute as a doll. No tattoos, looking nasty and everything. So he's, well, I'm just saying, you know, when you're young and you get the tattoos up here and then all of a sudden Hollywood is really calling, then you have to get them removed or covered or something like that. But he's smart. And then he performed on our show too, if you recall. And he had this R&B album coming out with, and then the Empire going on. And you would think that this kid has it all going on in his entire life. But in actuality, we've all heard he's been charged with felony disorderly conduct for allegedly falsifying stories to the police. He maintains his innocence. I gotta tell you, I think that Jussie is guilty. I wasn't one of those people. Listen to me, let's talk adult, okay? We can laugh in between, but let's talk adult, all right? Every day when you watch our show, I want you to walk away with something and say, you know, Wendy, she taught me something other than, how you doing? But like when I first heard the story, I was like, guilty. I wasn't one of those wafflers. And as the story started to build, I was just saying to myself, why? You know, there's 6 Smollett kids. One of them is his popular sister, Journey. The other ones, at one point, they were on a sitcom together, like for Nickelodeon or something like that. The kids are cute. And mom and dad moved they're like from the Midwest or something. They're not LA-raised kids. The mom and dad dropped everything and moved the family to LA to nurture the careers of Journey and Jussie and the siblings for this showbiz, which is a daunting. Showbiz is not made for kids. I gotta tell you something. It's not made for adults either. But it really isn't. I'll tell you, the headache of it all. But, you know, this kid surrounded by all the showbiz, what's shocking to me is that I believe that he was intensely insecure about his role on Empire. I do believe that he was probably asking for more money than the $1,800 per episode that he was making. And I do believe that he wanted, as Lee Daniels said, he wanted more spotlight for the end of the season so he can come back, you know, with a dramatically new pay raise and a dramatic new storyline. And I do believe that he probably didn't think that his music was as good as it was or is. This is a kid, he could have been touring in between, you know, Empire, and goodness only knows what other movies and other deals he could have had. He's got no kids. I mean, it's, you know, I love kids, but not really. I mean, only because they get in the way of your life. Like when you're really, sorry, if you're 21 and pregnant, and watch it now, good luck. Next time, use a condom. You say, ooh, but as a mom, I'm telling you facts. Kids change your life. You gotta do everything for them. My kid, he's in class right now, so I can say this. My kid would rather for me not to be here with you right now. He wants me to be mom, just mom, you know what I mean? And I don't blame him. That's why I gotta really focus on just being mom, you know? Like when you see us doing stuff, walking down the street and stuff, don't, please, you know, give me a, how you doing? But, or something like that. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but if we see each other, you know what I mean? Just leave me alone when I'm with my kid or with my husband or with my mom or my dad or my sister or my brother. I just, you know, the Wendy thing was something that I've been nurturing. I've been, 33 years, I've had a career in broadcast. I told you, I graduated from Northeastern University. I've only been unemployed for 2 weeks in 33 years, you know what I mean? But I didn't think that this Wendy thing was gonna take off like this. I swear. When the show first started, I go to my husband, I'm like, okay, let's get past this 6-week sneak peek. I'm pulling Slim Jims out of my bra. Do you remember that? Are you a rider? I'm lighting them on fire, teaching you a new snack. I'm pulling notes from my wigs. I'm doing all kinds of, but it's natural stuff that's really me. But I'm like, all right, they gave me a TV show. They said, we want you to be exactly how you are. I said, all right then. Let's see how long this is gonna last. Don't quit your day job. At one point, I was doing radio and TV at the same time. I was too nervous to quit the radio. So then I was really Wendy Williams and not mom to the kid. Oh, I owe him everything. Don't tell him though. He's a real good stick-up artist in between. Anyway, thank you. I'm all cried out, I swear. I can't cry anymore. But like I tell you, if you cry, you let the tears fall on your face and you don't rub them because the rubbing causes wrinkles. And all salt is not bad salt. The salt that comes from your tears is from your natural body. So what you're doing is you're infusing your natural body chemicals back into your skin. That's why I use the cotton swabs. You don't see me touch my tears. Oh, no, no, no. Wrinkles. And moisturizer. So anyway, and then on the set of Empire, you know, the cast, and this is no secret either, the cast, when Jussie came back, a lot of them did not want to film scenes with him. Terrence Howard, you know, at one point locked himself in his dressing room, you know, after, you know, since coming out and, you know, backing Terrence, but locked himself in his dressing room. This is no secret. And then the last 2 episodes of the season, the owners of Empire cut Jussie out of those episodes. Which that was pretty good editing, because I was watching, I didn't see any cutations of a situation. Anyway, look, do I think he's guilty? Do I think he's innocent? Here's what I think. I want justice to be served. That's all. I mean, they got the texts from the African boys with the nice bodies saying they're the All right now. You know, so what was really going on? Look, the police commissioner of Chicago is up in arms. The FBI is all over this case. I just want justice to be served. And Jussie goes to court where he's going to plead one way or the other, whatever, March 13th. So we're back, and I'm here to report to you. Yeah. You know, shout out to all the young boys. You know, sometimes you all really do think you're doing an old doll a favor when you look at us. Or when you lick your lips at us, or you ask us on a date. Well, that's the olden days. These days, we, on the other side of a certain age, we use you for merely what we need you for. Well, look, because these days, in my opinion, and I'm one of them, women are superheroes. We're making our own money, right? We're moisturizing and taking care of our bodies so we look younger than, you know, perhaps our same age from, you know, years ago. You know, we have our children and we have our wits about us. Now, this Pete Davidson, you know, the cute one, he was with Ariana Grande. He's 25 from Saturday Night Live. He's dating Kate Beckinsale. Now, she's 45 years old. You've heard of this story. There they are dating. Walking down the street dating. You don't walk down the street and date like this if you want it to be a secret. There they are at an NHL game, and they have a picture of them also kissing. At an NHL game, they got the good seats. That was last night. You don't do this stuff unless you want it to be pronounced. Clap if you understand what I'm saying. I surround myself by young people. I like to pick their brains and see what they're thinking. All the young people in my Hot Topics Bureau meeting this morning were saying, you know, poor her, he's using her. What does he see in her? You know, what does he want in her? And I stood up and I pulled my office wig off. It landed in my shrimp. Shrimp are very good for you, by the way. And that's another thing about taking care of yourself. Sometimes you can do the simplest thing. You could start right now, whatever you're eating, because nobody watches TV without eating. Am I correct? Yes. Instead of eating all of what you have, cut it in half. When you go, and look, I know that they're making the $1.99 meals at your favorite fast food places. They're making them cheaper and cheaper. Now you can get burgers like this, 2 of them for like $3. That's nothing. And you wonder why people are starving in our country. Look, the food is available. The problem is the beef is not, that's not beef. What the hormone hell do you think you're eating? Like, that chicken is not chicken. And those fish are from the new Hudson River. Not the old one where you could actually drink the water, the one where the dead bodies are outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, at least like today, when you go out for lunch and you know you go to your fast food place, instead of getting the double, why don't you get 1 burger? And you know what? Think about this. Take the top bun off and eat it pizza style. That's a start. For me, like, you know what I mean? And instead of getting the regular meal, get the kids' meal, because that cuts down on the calories and, you know, less junk that you're putting in your body. It's little things. And then, look, if you can afford it, I'm not counting your money. But when you go in the store... when you go in the store, if you can afford it, instead of buying 1 bottle of water, if you see somebody outside and they look indigent, give them a bottle of water, you know? And like last night I went out for dinner and there was no homeless person outside, because otherwise, like, what I like to do is give the homeless person my doggy bag. I always get a doggy bag, but if the food is really good, I split that doggy bag. Half for me and half for my indigent friend. But the point, and don't forget the buttered rolls on the table, butter them up and put them in there. People are hungry. This is America, people are hungry. Little acts of kindness will make you feel so good at the end of the day. Just, that's all. Anyway, so look. My thought with this Kate Beckinsale, so she's 45, he's 25. She's got a 20-year-old son, daughter. So what do you think she's saying? Mom, what are you doing? Like, my son would have a heart attack. Absolutely. it's inappropriate in age, but here's the big picture. It's not really about them, it's about the older woman, younger man thing. I think she's attracted to him because he's funny. I don't know Kate Beckinsale for acting. You know, forgive me, I know her, she used to be the Pepsi girl with a real sexy outfit. But I don't really know her for doing, she's got an English accent. But I don't really know. She had a tumultuous marriage years ago, and that's been done. And ever since then, she's dated young guys, and she's admitted in interviews, like she likes young guys. There's nothing wrong with that. We older women, we like young guys. We do you dirty, and then we throw you out, though. We're not trying to keep you and have you hang around our kids. You're not coming to Thanksgiving. You're not doing all that. She, to me, is doing the most by having him out like this. But believe me, this relationship will probably be over before Hot Topics ends. She'll be done. She'll be done. And it's a win-win for both people because she's the older woman who got the hot young guy, and he's the hot young guy who's got a notch of an older, classy woman on his bedpost. It's a win. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I want to shout out to my husband. I'm still wearing my ring. Well, believe me, when you've been with somebody for 28 years, married for 25 years, then we date. When we got married, we waited like 4 years before doing the baby project and stuff. So we know each other. He's my best friend, he's my lover, he's all this and he's all that. I know what you've been seeing, and I knew what the streets have been talking about. But Hunty, let me show you who I fell in love with and who he fell in love with. Hit it. I love that picture because I'm a creature of habit. That was me with leggings, and you know I still love leggings for fashion. That was me with my little Skippy sneakers. They're corny. I still love Skippies. That was me with natural bangs, but I got a little add-on back there. But for the most part, I wore my natural hair back then. That was me with my floppy A and B cup boobs. That was me with all my middle before any plastic surgery, before anything. That was me 28 years ago. And I have to say, through the magic of science, good eating, and working out, that's not me anymore, but it's still me in the head, and I am still very much in love with my husband. And anybody who's been married for 5 minutes or 500 years, you know, marriages have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. Don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere, not in this lifetime. It's weird doing Hot Topics and being a hot topic, you know what I mean? But what I love about our show is that you've given me permission to be me. And what I love about me is I am fearless to give me you. And you might get mad at me for one day and maybe not want to watch the show, but then you turn me back on 3 days later and you're like, that damn Wendy, I don't even know why I watch this bitch, but I like her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So there's this video that's gone viral. I love a viral video. They're calling it the Cheese Challenge. Well, I like this one. It's videos of people throwing slices of cheese at their babies. I find this fabulous. A lot of people thought that this was very cruel. Look, it's the Kraft cheese. They take the cellophane off, and there's a good sport right there. I didn't find anything mean about this at all, so now adults are getting in on it. The Jonas Brothers, one of them threw a cheese at the other one, and it stuck. Now, I like food. I eat the cheese right off my face. I wanted to get in on the trend because, I don't like to miss out on a movement. So bring out the cheese. Oh, bring out the cheese. Hi.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing? Did you miss me?
I did, very much.
I missed you too.
Oh.
Ow! Ow, my arm is still fusing. You know, the broken arm. Yeah, it's still, I can't do a full, I don't want to get the operation though, you know what I mean? Oh. It does. But look, to me, this is good and innocent for the kids because it sticks and stuff, it's funny. But, but what's good for adults, because you could take it, burrata cheese, which I hate. I don't like burrata cheese. This ruins any meal, but it's really good for the cheese challenge. Right? It's really good. Thank you. Hey! Somebody call somebody. Wendy's back. And we've got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, we're gonna break down all the details from the Michael Jackson documentary, Leaving Neverland. So grab a low-fat snack and come on back.